bit. Joey, how did you end up getting started playing music?
Oh gosh, Jeff, that is a story. When I was 9 years old, our devil went down to Georgia, and that fiddle solo was out, and I wanted to learn to play fiddle. I'm gonna make it as short as I can, but Mommy, I want a fiddle. I want a fiddle. She said, your uncle knows how to play guitar. You learn guitar, I'll get you the fiddle. All right. I learned the chords on guitar. Mommy, I want a fiddle. Son, your uncle plays banjo. You learn how to play banjo, and I'll get you a fiddle. All right, Mommy. Learned how to play banjo. I come back. I want my fiddle. Mom, son, your uncle knows how to play mandolin. You know what, Mom? Just forget it. I'll just stick with guitar. Never did learn fiddle.
Well, I mean, you could have saved your money up
That's true.
playing all those gigs on guitar and banjo.
I was 9, and by the time I got to playing the gigs for money, I discovered girls, and that girls like guitars.
Yes, that is true. So, do you get to go out and play a lot around this area, or do you have to travel? I know you mentioned Florida before.
We travel a lot. Did Dandy's Saturday night, and I'm going to do starters coming up. I got the Tipple Tavern down in Red Jacket coming up, and I do a lot of stuff away from here too. I'm in the Palm Opry in Florida, and I do the country part of the country showcase part of the Johnny Cash tribute for the Palm Opry. I'm blessed to be able to get that gig lately, and so yeah, I play all the time. I call myself a tiki bar rock star.
It's amazing because folks talk about US 23 Country Music Highway and all the talent that's in Kentucky. And what I've discovered since being on the radio on coal country is that West Virginia has quite a bit of talent as well.
There are, man. There's some talented people there that I've been blessed to play with and be around. And when you're a little small town, you think that when you leave here, all this talent is going to be there, and I can't wait to get out of this little town. And then what I realized is that we've got some real talent back home, and it's just uncommon to run into that many people who can really play.
And it's part of my job to try to expose as much as I can. Of course, the way technology is, anybody can go in their bedroom and cut a track if they've got the right equipment. Unfortunately, not all of it is really good stuff.
Well, there's a lot of noise. When
Yeah.
you come out with the good stuff, there's a lot of noise in there too. But I encourage everybody to keep pounding at it, because you get better. I mean, I was terrible, Jeff, terrible, and people were kind enough when I was a kid to listen to me and to let me play for them. So
Well, there's many a times somebody will send me a track and I'll listen to it and I'll say, well, you got too much reverb in it. I said, what too much reverb tells me is you're not confident enough to sing and you're trying to hide something behind it. So when you can send me a track with no reverb on it, then we'll see. And a few weeks later, here it comes back, and there's no reverb, and it sounded pretty good. And then a lot of times, especially guys that like to play the guitars, and they're trying to play the guitar and sing, and they're so proud of their guitar playing that they'll send me a track that the music is way louder than the vocal is. And I have to send it back and say, you got to turn yourself up a little bit, because people want to hear what you have to say and not what your guitar's saying. So you're sending tracks. Are you doing those yourself, or do you go to a studio for them?
I've been to a few studios, but honestly, lately it's in my bedroom. I play all I do all the instruments myself, and the drums and everything, and I drive my neighbors crazy, and of course they're really good to me. My neighbors are fantastic, and my family, they're fantastic too, and yeah, I do it all at home. It's
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's what the technology's for. And when you realize that every time Morgan Wallen releases a single and it goes to #1, somebody spent $1 million on that one record to get it there.
It is.
And that's why, I try to do what I can for the local folks. And, our little friend whose picture's hanging right there, who I think Morgan White. I mean, she's making it on the charts in Nashville with her latest record.
Man, she's doing good, ain't she?
Yes, she is. But it's not an overnight deal. You know, she's been out on radio tours halfway across the country, and it's the first people have ever heard of her. She's been at it for years.
Yeah. Well, they say an overnight success only takes 10 to 15 years.
Yeah, it does. Well, while we got you here, let's do another song. What do you say?
I'd love to, brother. This song's called Hero. She said, tell me, who's your hero? Was it Zorro, Johnny Cash, or Edgar Allan Poe? And tell me, I gotta know, 'cause I've always gone for a villain kind of guy. I could be the man that picks you up when you've fallen down. I'll try my best to never break your heart, but I'll probably let you down. I ain't no hero, I ain't no fairy tale, but I'll come home every night and hardly ever go to jail. I ain't no hero, I've got no white horse hanging around, but I can show you a real good time if we ride out into town. I said, tell me, do you really need a hero? 'Cause I ain't no modern day Romeo. And tell me, I gotta know, 'cause I like to get to drinking while my beer's still cold. And I can be the man that picks you up when you've fallen down. I'll try my best to never break your heart, but I'll probably let you down. 'Cause I ain't no hero, I ain't no fairy tale, but I'll come home every night and hardly ever go to jail. I ain't no hero, I've got no wild horse hanging around, but I can show you a real good time if we ride out into town. Jeff, take the lead guitar, brother. You can do it, man. So tell me, who's your hero? Was it Zorro, Johnny Cash, or Edgar Allan Poe?
Joey Ferris with us on Coal Country WXCC. Joey, good job.
Thank you.
Thank you again for coming up.